This is Kenya News Update today. A nation of 45 million people is holding its breath. Soldiers are patrolling the streets. The internet is being shut down. And a president who has ruled for nearly 40 years is facing a singer for the future of a nation. This is Uganda's election, and it's a story of power, protest, and a digital blackout. Coming up, you'll see the final battle between an 81-year-old strongman and a 43-year-old pop star, and discover why this vote could change East Africa forever. Meet Bobi Wine, a musician turned politician, a symbol of hope for millions of young Ugandans. On Tuesday, he held his final rally before the election, wearing a flak jacket and helmet for protection. For him, this campaign has been a fight for survival. But here's the twist. His main opponent isn't just another politician. It's President Yoweri Museveni, a man who has been in power since before Bobi Wine was born. And Museveni is deploying the military to keep the peace or to keep his grip on power. The stakes? A fifth decade of rule for one man versus a revolution for a new generation. The journey to this moment is filled with tension. Rerun of the 2021 election, where Bobi Wine shocked the establishment by winning 35% of the vote against Museveni's 58%. That was the president's smallest win ever. Since then, Wine's prominence has only grown. He has a loyal base in the capital, Kampala, and eastern Uganda. But here's what nobody's talking about: the government's preemptive strike. On Saturday, armored trucks rolled into Kampala. Soldiers began patrolling. The official reason: to deter violence. The military spokesman said there's no cause for alarm. But opposition figures see something else, the signs of authoritarianism they want to end. And then something shocking happened. The Uganda Communications Commission ordered mobile internet providers to shut down services for up to 48 hours, citing misinformation and incitement to violence. In the digital age, they're cutting off communication days before a vote. Here's the part that will blow your mind. There are 21.6 million registered voters ready to decide. But with soldiers in the streets and the internet going dark, how free and fair can this election be? Amnesty International backs up Bobi Wine's claims of attacks by security forces using tear gas and bullets. Museveni calls Wine unpatriotic, an agent of foreign interests. The contrast is stark. An 81-year-old leader credited with bringing stability to a nation that hosts hundreds of thousands of refugees. And a 43-year-old star, fighting for change, protected by a helmet from his own government's forces. The implications are huge for East Africa. The International Crisis Group in Brussels says Museveni will likely retain power. But if he does, it will be under the shadow of soldiers and a silenced internet. If Bobi Wine pulls off an upset, it would be a seismic shift. The controversy is clear. Some see a necessary security operation to prevent chaos. Others see a dictator clinging to power by any means. The unanswered question hangs in the air: is this the protection of democracy or its funeral? Do you think a free election is possible with soldiers on the streets and the internet shut off? Drop your take in the comments. This is Kenya News Update today. Subscribe for more on the stories shaping our region.